In a recent episode of the Faulkner Focus, Jesse Watters, alongside fellow Fox News commentators Greg Gutfeld and Kayleigh McEnany, made a significant announcement that has reverberated through the political landscape. Known for their sharp critiques of mainstream narratives, these conservative voices continue to draw large audiences with their incisive commentary. Their latest revelation, however, seems poised to alter the course of conservative media, leaving many viewers intrigued and concerned about the implications for political discourse. The announcement has set the stage for a transformation that may shift the balance of power in media discussions on critical national issues.
The Democrat running for the White House, who President Biden put in charge of the border, has a huge polling and credibility problem on solving the border crisis.
Harris Faulkner, known for her balanced and composed presentation style, was at the helm of this conversation, adding gravitas to the moment. Faulkner's calm yet authoritative demeanor is a hallmark of her approach, which allows her to navigate heated discussions without compromising on rigor. As the news broke, the studio buzzed with excitement, with viewers on the edge of their seats. The anticipation was palpable. What could this major announcement mean for the future of conservative commentary? Watters, Gutfeld, and McEnany's decision to take a more aggressive stance sparked an immediate wave of speculation across the political spectrum.
As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
While the full details of the announcement have not yet been revealed, the strategic hints from Watters, Gutfeld, and McEnany signal a more aggressive and confrontational tone in their future commentary. This shift is not just about style, but reflects a broader recalibration of their mission within conservative media. For many, this change represents a direct response to what they see as increasing challenges facing conservative voices in mainstream media and political arenas.
She's been to Arizona before. I wonder, okay. So newly resurfaced video now shows then-Senator Kamala Harris protesting deportation.
Watters emphasized the pressing need for transparency and accountability in Washington, D.C., especially in light of ongoing controversies surrounding former President Donald Trump. He criticized the Secret Service's handling of threats against Trump, pointing out inconsistencies in the agency's public responses. Watters posed tough questions, asking whether the Secret Service could be trusted to protect public figures if they were unwilling to disclose details of potential threats. He underscored the importance of accountability, not just for Trump, but for all political leaders. Kayleigh McEnany, drawing on her experience as White House press secretary, highlighted what she sees as a persistent and systemic bias against conservative viewpoints in mainstream media. McEnany argued that this bias undermines trust in journalism and distorts public understanding of key issues. She pointed to examples where conservative policies are misrepresented not just by omission, but by selective framing. According to McEnany, this bias contributes to a broader erosion of public faith in media institutions, making it harder for citizens to engage with political discourse in an informed way.
Former President Trump going on offense with blistering attacks on Vice President Harris.
Greg Gutfeld, known for blending humor with sharp political critique, brought his signature wit to the discussion. He commented on the absurdities of modern political discourse, particularly how serious issues are often overshadowed by trivial controversies. Gutfeld argued that the current media landscape is rife with distractions, preventing citizens from focusing on the policies and principles that truly matter. His comedic approach served to both engage viewers and challenge them to think critically about how news is presented and consumed. Watters, Gutfeld, and McEnany's announcement signals a strategic shift in the way conservative commentators plan to engage with their audience and the wider political environment. They seem poised to embrace a more assertive and perhaps combative style, which could redefine their roles within the media. This approach is particularly significant given the polarized nature of contemporary politics.
Someone or go into any kind of venue, you come prepared. She believed that her assumptions would carry her through this assignment. All she had to do was look down on him.
By adopting a more confrontational tone, Waters and his colleagues may be positioning themselves to attract a broader and more passionate audience. Conservative viewers who feel that their values are under attack may respond positively to this unfiltered style of commentary. In an age of social media, where bold and decisive voices often gain the most traction, this shift could bring new followers into the fold while reinvigorating their existing base. However, this new direction could also lead to heightened tensions between conservative and liberal media figures. As conservative commentators take a more aggressive stance, their liberal counterparts may respond in kind, leading to more polarized and heated debates. While this could boost ratings, it also risks deepening divisions within American society, where political discourse is already fraught with conflict.
Now, clearly this reporter's an idiot, but CNN's worse for sending her. Pick a reporter who understands the topic.
Waters, Gutfeld, and McEnany are keenly aware of their influence in shaping conservative thought. Their announcement reflects a calculated effort to solidify their positions as leading voices in the conservative media space. By aligning themselves with the concerns of their audience, particularly around issues like government accountability, media bias, and free speech, they may succeed in galvanizing conservative viewers who feel marginalized by mainstream narratives. As with many high-profile announcements, the viewer response to Waters' announcement has been mixed. Some applaud the trio's boldness, seeing it as a necessary counterbalance to what they perceive as liberal dominance in media narratives. These viewers appreciate Waters, Gutfeld, and McEnany's willingness to speak directly to issues that they believe are ignored or downplayed by other news outlets.
So what impact will the VP debate tomorrow night have on this race? Former counselor to President Trump and host of Fox Nation's Here's the Deal.
However, others express concern that this shift may further entrench divisions within political discourse. They worry that by embracing a more aggressive tone, conservative commentators may alienate moderate or undecided viewers who are looking for measured and thoughtful analysis rather than confrontational rhetoric. This dichotomy in reactions illustrates the complex nature of modern political dialogue, where passionate opinions often collide with a desire for unity and understanding. Jesse Waters has long been a prominent figure in conservative media, known for his straightforward delivery and biting critiques of mainstream narratives. He built his reputation as a fearless commentator who challenges the status quo and pushes back against what he perceives as hypocrisy and corruption in political and media circles. Waters frequently focuses on issues of government accountability and transparency, and his commentary often reflects the frustrations of ordinary Americans who feel disconnected from political elites.
In the last hurricane, she said the recovery has to be focused on equity. So we were making progress, Dana, but she should have been in North Carolina.
One of Waters' key strengths is his ability to ask the tough questions that resonate with his audience. During the discussion about the Secret Service's handling of threats against Trump, Waters directly challenged the agency's transparency, asking how citizens could trust an organization that refuses to provide crucial information about ongoing investigations. This focus on accountability is a recurring theme in Waters' commentary and one that continues to endear him to his audience. Greg Gutfeld's unique contribution to conservative commentary lies in his ability to blend humor with political analysis. As a co-host on The Five and the host of his own late-night show, Gutfeld has carved out a niche for himself by approaching serious topics with levity. His irreverent style is designed to disarm viewers while still delivering sharp critiques of political figures, cultural trends, and media practices.
Everybody would blame it on man-made climate change. And I think it goes down to people like Bjorn Lomborg. You know, these are people.
Gutfeld's commentary often centers on freedom of speech, cancel culture, and the dangers of political correctness. He frequently points out the absurdities of modern political discourse, using humor as a tool to highlight inconsistencies and contradictions in mainstream narratives. By making complex issues more accessible and engaging, Gutfeld helps bridge the gap between news and entertainment, reaching viewers who might otherwise disengage from traditional political commentary. As a former White House press secretary under Trump, Kayleigh McEnany brings a wealth of experience and insider knowledge to her role as a political commentator. Her insights are informed by her time in the highest echelons of government, where she developed a keen understanding of media relations and political strategy. McEnany's commentary often focuses on defending conservative policies and exposing what she perceives as bias in media coverage.
When you see 100,000 in Asheville who might not have drinking water for weeks, according to a public release from the city, it's jarring. A lot of my friends and neighbors in Florida.
McEnany's analysis during discussions about Trump's legal challenges has been particularly insightful. She frequently draws attention to how media narratives shape public perceptions of political figures, and she has been critical of how these narratives are constructed in ways that undermine conservative leaders. In her recent discussions about Trump's legal battles, McEnany has emphasized the importance of framing and context, arguing that media bias can distort the public's understanding of key events. Together, Jesse Waters, Greg Gutfeld, and Kayleigh McEnany create a dynamic and compelling team within conservative media. Each brings a distinct style and perspective to their commentary, allowing for a well-rounded discussion of key issues. Waters' incisive questioning, Gutfeld's humor, and McEnany's strategic insights complement each other, making for a powerful combination that resonates with a broad audience.
Trump's very good in these situations. He's very good at engaging with people. He's very good when it comes to disaster relief. I remember August 27th, 2020, going to FEMA.
Their ability to tackle complex topics, ranging from government accountability to cultural commentary, ensures that their discussions are both substantive and engaging. They often present arguments that reflect the concerns of conservative viewers who feel marginalized by mainstream narratives, providing a platform for voices that are often underrepresented in broader media discussions. The viewer engagement surrounding this announcement has been substantial, with social media platforms buzzing with reactions. Enthusiastic supporters of Waters, Gutfeld, and McEnany have praised their boldness and willingness to challenge prevailing media narratives. These viewers see the trio as champions of free speech and defenders of conservative values, standing up against a media landscape that they believe is biased against their viewpoints.
She's no-showed press conferences. She's just no-showing these events. It's not a good look for her. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is down there looking and occupying the presidential space.
On the other hand, critics of the announcement caution that a more aggressive stance may only serve to deepen divisions within political discourse. They argue that while bold commentary can be effective in rallying a base, it risks alienating moderate viewers and further polarizing the political conversation. This tension between engaging a passionate audience and fostering a more inclusive dialogue is one that all media figures must navigate in today's political climate.